And then Julia and Brandon hop on Instagram like, surprise, baby on board. Which, let's be honest, is like telling people the ending of The Sixth Sense while they're still at the snack counter buying popcorn. Hello besties, it's your gossip buddy, not Angela, back at it again with another cup of reality TV tea. And let me tell you, this one is piping hot with a splash of, oh honey, what were you thinking? First off, a big ol' congrats to Julia and Brandon Gibbs. Yes, our favorite farm fleeing couple is officially expecting. Baby Gibbs is on the way and we're all sending them good vibes for a safe and healthy pregnancy. But here's where things get weird. In true 90-day fiance fashion, nobody, and I mean nobody, dares to share the big milestones, marriages, divorces, babies, haircuts on social media before TLC cashes that check. But Brandon and Julia decided to break this sacred, don't spoil the storyline oath and just went ahead and told the world they were pregnant right in the middle of the season. And y'all, I have theories. Spoiler alert, besties. Before we go further, consider this your official spoiler warning. The latest Happily Ever After episode is titled Shaken, Not Stirred. Yes, TLC really went there. If you haven't streamed it yet on Max and don't want me to ruin the drama, hit pause, go watch, and then come back so we can cackle about it together. Okay? Good. Let's dig in. Why this reveal felt so out of left field. So here's the setup. Brandon and Julia's storyline this season has been circling one very big question. Can Julia actually get pregnant? TLC has milked her fertility struggles for 2 seasons now, first on The Last Resort, and now here. Julia has scar tissue that doctors said could make getting pregnant harder. Cue Brandon, excited as a golden retriever with a new squeaky toy, pushing for surgery to improve her chances. Julia, she's never been under anesthesia before and wasn't exactly thrilled at the thought of a doctor poking around in there. So the drama was building. Would she go through with surgery? Would Brendan keep pushing? Would TLC drag this storyline out until season 10? And then Julia and Brandon hop on Instagram like, surprise, baby on board. Which, let's be honest, is like telling people the ending of The Sixth Sense while they're still at the snack counter buying popcorn. My big theory, damage control by Instagram. Here's my theory, besties. Brendan and Julia didn't spoil the pregnancy because they're rebels. They spoiled it because they were tired of everyone's hot takes. Think about it. TLC fans are basically unpaid commentators. Every time Julia expressed fear of surgery, people would flood her comments with, girl, just do it if you want kids. Brandon deserves a wife who listens. This is why he should have stayed on the farm with his mom. And honestly, that noise gets exhausting. Julia and Brandon probably thought, you know what, let's just shut everyone up with the happy ending. By posting their pregnancy news, they instantly shut down all the what ifs and she shoulds. The storyline on TV may still be about doubts and drama, but their Instagram is all baby bump and heart emojis. Suddenly, the surgery debate is old news, and fans are too busy discussing baby names. Smart, if you ask me. TLC stars breaking their own rules. It's a trend, y'all. This isn't the first time a TLC star has spoiled their own season. Remember when Yara accidentally showed off her green card before it aired? Or when Kalani pretty much confirmed she was dating Dallas before the tell-all? At this point, the cast leaks storylines faster than your aunt at Thanksgiving, who can't keep a secret, and honestly, can you blame them? TLC loves to stretch a 2-week problem into a 12-episode arc. Imagine living through a real pregnancy while fans are still debating online whether you'll ever conceive. I'd spill the beans too. Brandon, Julia, and the battle of the in-laws. Let's not forget that Brandon and Julia's drama has always been about more than just fertility. From the second Julia stepped foot on that Virginia farm, we've been watching her fight tooth and nail to escape Brandon's parents' grip. They wanted her to shovel pig poop at 5 a.m. Julia said, I came to America for love, not farm chores. They wanted to live in the same house forever. Julia said, absolutely not. Find us an apartment or I'm finding a plane ticket. So now with pregnancy in the mix, you know the in-laws are ready to pull up a rocking chair and say, told you so. But instead of letting TLC drag this family feud into another loop of passive aggressive dinner scenes, Julia took control of the narrative. She's saying, yes, I can have a baby, thank you very much. And also, no, we are not moving back to the farm. And reactions. Mixed, but mostly congrats when the pregnancy announcement hit Instagram, fans were split like a TLC couple on the verge of a K1 visa denial. Some were thrilled with lots of congratulations and heart emojis. Others accused the couple of clout chasing, spoiling, or trying to redirect the spotlight. But here's the thing, Brandon and Julia don't care. They are officially moving into their mom and dad era, and they'd rather deal with diaper debates than surgery debates. A reality TV game of give and take. Here's the uncomfortable truth about reality stars. Privacy doesn't exist once you sign that TLC contract. The audience gets invested. The show edits your life into storylines, and suddenly the internet thinks it has joint custody of your uterus. Julia probably realized that the only way to get people to stop nitpicking her fertility choices was to change the subject entirely. And what better distraction than a pregnancy announcement? It's like reality TV judo. Use the audience's energy against them. Where do Brandon and Julia go from here? So now that the news is out, what's next? TLC will still drag us through every fertility doctor visit this season, but we'll be watching it with a knowing smirk. Because at the end of the day, we already know how the story ends, with a baby. The bigger question is, will Brandon finally cut the umbilical cord with his parents once he has his own kid, or will Grandma Gibbs be in the delivery room telling Julia she's holding the baby wrong? Time will tell, besties, and you know TLC will film every minute. So there you have it. Julia and Brandon spoiled their own storyline, not because they're rebels without a cause, but because they're tired of TLC fans treating their personal life like a group project. Announcing the pregnancy was their way of saying, we're good. Thanks for your concern. Now go argue about Gino's hat instead. And honestly, I respect the move. They gave the fans something to celebrate, redirected the conversation, and reminded us that behind all the farm fights and fertility drama, they're just two people starting a family. All right, besties, that's all the tea for now. Do you agree with my theory, or do you think Brandon and Julia just couldn't resist the Instagram clout? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read them all while sipping my iced coffee and side-eyeing TLC editors. So until next time, don't forget to like, share, and stay tuned. This gossip train never stops, and I'll be back before you can say bye.